Good morning, Atomians! Welcome to Ariul Marikina Aja Center Catching Success Online. I am Julian Tabiano, Diamond Master from Ariul Marikina Aja Center, and I am your host for today. As we start here in Atomy, it is our culture to begin and end every event by reciting our company motto. Ready, position, please. Yup, company motto, go. Cherish the spirit, create the vision. Follow the faith, serve in humility. Aja, Aja, Aja. Share, tag, interact, and win. Just follow these mechanics to win a prize. Number 1, share this live seminar on your Facebook wall and tag 10 of your Facebook friends. And number 2, comment and mention as many as you can on the live chat. And number 3, comment Aja, Aja, Aja in the beginning and ending of our seminar. Now let's start our seminar by watching this short company profile of Atomy.
The company that has remained steadfast and kept the right principles. The company headed toward the world with the right principles. The company that grows with its customers and shares generously. We are Atomy. Atomy, which has been growing ever since its establishment in 2009, achieved 2.2 trillion Korean won in global sales in 2021 and surpassed 16 million global members. Atomy's #1 goal of going beyond customer satisfaction to customer success continues to be its top priority to this day. Providing good quality products at reasonable prices, Atomy's competitiveness lies in the nature of distribution. The absolute quality and absolute price product philosophy that Atomy has practiced since its inception is included in all of its products, such as health functional foods, beauty, living, food, fashion, home appliances, and more. Hemohim, which has been the top seller in its industry for 7 consecutive years, has passed 1.7 trillion Korean won in cumulative sales. It has gotten international patents in 21 countries and is forging a unique new path for health functional food products. Absolute Skincare, which has become one of the best-selling cosmetics in the industry with sales of 100 billion Korean won every year since its launch, was recognized for its advanced technology with King Sejong Award from the Korean Intellectual Property Office in 2021, for the first time in the cosmetics industry. The Fame, another luxury cosmetic product reborn with upgraded ingredients and technology, is also loved by consumers as it reflects Atomy's product philosophy. Atomy is practicing customer-centered management in all of its corporate activities, and this was recognized by becoming the industry's first to acquire customer-centered management certification for 2 consecutive years. Starting with the U.S. branch in 2010, Atomy is a global company which opened 22 branches in Asia, South America, Oceania, and Europe, with 16 million members worldwide. Atomy opened branches in New Zealand, Turkey, the United Kingdom, Kazakhstan, and Kyrgyzstan, and is planning to open 20 more branches within the next 5 years. Atomy's GSGS strategy, which stands for Global Sourcing Global Sales, allows the supply of products that align with the absolute quality and absolute price philosophy through Atomy's global sales network. Atomy's success system in which the company runs all seminars, allows any member to succeed regardless of individual ability. This is the driving force behind Atomy's distinctive growth. The next generation of online and offline distribution broadcasters, which presents Atomy's vision to members around the world regardless of time and space. Entertainment and media, which converges business and culture. Atomy provides the vision of a global success system which transcends time and space by providing a variety of services. Atomy provides various support measures for partnering companies such as cash payment within 1 week from delivery, interest-free operating fund loans, and joint quality management systems, among others. These create a culture of accompanied growth. Sharing is a mission that all companies must fulfill. Atomy's executives, employees, partnering companies, and members all practice sharing together to improve the lives of all members of society. Whenever sharing is needed around the world, global branches will be united to support happiness for all. The company that holds true to its principles while creating a new distribution culture. The company expanding globally with the trust of people around the world. The company that dreams of customer success while moving beyond customer satisfaction. The company that cherishes the spirit. We are proud Atomy.
Now you know Atomy is not just an ordinary company. It cherishes what it has, so we are sure that its members are all taken care of. And please continue to comment and mention all your Facebook friends on our live chat in order to get a chance to win our promo for today. Moving forward, we will be watching Chairman Mr. Park Han-gil lecture.
Such passion. It's been a while since I felt such passion. People have to live like this. Atomy is now the #1 company in Korea. It has continued to grow even in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic. So, $1.8 trillion the year before last, then $2.2 trillion last year. That is, it's a company that continues to grow by 15% and 20% even in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic. After the COVID crisis is over, we're now expecting an explosive growth like this. About 1,000 people have gathered here now. We connected up to 11 hotels where 1,000 or 2,000 people gathered and conducted such seminars through multiple broadcasting so that almost 20,000 people, and with overseas 30,000 and 40,000 people participated at the same time. However, it was suddenly cut off due to COVID. However, Atomy also has the ability to transform quickly, so it changed to online and changed the whole system. In this way, Atomy again, Pung Sin Yong Jong, chanting, "The stronger the wind, the higher the kite flies." It has grown even bigger during the COVID-19 pandemic. Everyone predicted that this online world would come, but this COVID-19 has expedited the process. So now we are expecting such an explosive growth by mixing the offline and online, which we're already familiar with. For Atomy, it's true that the social perception of multi-level marketing wasn't very good. There are still some people like that. But as Atomy's doing really great, some perceive positively about them. The standard of being perceived positively is that if it's an item that we have to use anyway, for example, if we say that the item is cheaper than the discount store price, you aren't going there to receive the allowance. So as a consumer, if they think that they will benefit from it, it's said to be the principle of consumer interest. For that reason, the cosmetics we are selling called Absolute also received the highest award among cosmetics products, King Sejong Award. Many of you may have never heard of it. King Sejong Award isn't an award made by Atomy. This award has been around for a long time, but it isn't generally well known because the company receiving it is so rare. Some of you may have heard of the IR52 Chang Young-sil Award, but it's been awarded to many companies, including Atomy. But King Sejong Award has never been received in the cosmetics industry. As for this award, about 130,000 invention patents are registered a year. We are the first among them. Wow! Now, just having a patent registered is great in itself. It's great just to get a patent. But it's number one among them. There's competition with patents for all kinds of technologies, such as semiconductor, aircraft production, and shipbuilding, and so on. But everyone, Korea has now become the world's most powerful technological nation. It has become one of the most patented countries in the world. Among them, we took the first place. Wow! However, we weren't given the first place for the cheap price. They don't look at the price from the beginning, they just see the technology. We deserve the first place. So everyone, our multifunctional cosmetics, for example, take all of the cells related to brightening and target only that, increasing the efficiency. There's no cosmetics like that in the world. It's the best cosmetics in the world, so you have to pay $2,000 or even $4,000, $5,000 for a set, which only the rich can use. But we just sell it at discount store prices that anyone can use. So, this is absolute quality, and it's sold at absolute price. Even though it's absolute quality, Atomy is selling products that no one can sell with this quality at this price. That's why it's a system of using good products at low prices, other than getting paid allowances, benefits, or earning money. It wasn't introduced cheap from the beginning due to COVID-19, but in the future, we are going to sell it a lot. For example, one of our representative products is Hemohim. In the case of Hemohim, they were initially sold for $770 per box with 60 packs. So, even before Atomy was created, it was sold for $770 through another company. But as I saw it, the quality was very good. It was researched at the Korea Atomic Energy Research Institute. But at that time, it was sold for $770. So, though people heard rumors that it's good, not everyone could buy it. So only the people who had fatal diseases, especially the rich, and who heard about this product. As a result, only 500 boxes were sold per month. They were selling 500 boxes, so even if they sold 500 boxes for $770, the factory was at a loss, because one production cycle produced 3,000 sets. But if they sold 500 boxes a month, how many months would it have taken selling for 6 months? Then it only needed to run the factory twice a year. For the rest months, it went idle. It's weird if that factory ran well, so it was in ruin. So then Atomy demanded that it would try to sell the product. But there's one condition. Assume that 100,000 boxes are sold per month. Apply the costings according to that. I said, I would sell 100,000 boxes, but if you calculate the costings, thinking as if I sell 500 boxes a month, won't you make a loss even if you sell for $770? So when I said 100,000 boxes a month, they laughed. But now, 300,000 boxes are sold per month. So it's now necessary to make this a national health product at a price of less than $120. No, it should be made as a health product for all mankind around the world. Why would you eat it? There's a difference between eating and not eating it. So we eat. There's no other way to check. We just have to eat it. Then it said that they were less tired, felt energetic, and things were changed. So this product was just starting to sell all over the world. In the future, when I look at it, the day when a sale of 1 million boxes a month isn't far from now. So making money with Atomy products is second. First is that what we eat and use is a profit in itself. Then, if repeat customers will continue to consume, shouldn't you try this business? Or are you just going to let others do it? This is something worth trying. Is there any kind of business that can be continued in the next world? Therefore, it's said that it's a situation where more and more people have no choice but to gather to this kind of network marketing. And now people are getting smarter. I can't dwell on my labor income. I can't rely on a situation where I must work to earn income. Since the longevity extends, we might be able to take care of ourselves up until our 70s. But when we turn 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, how are we going to make a living by working? Labor income is limited, even to doctors. Labor income applies to doctors as well. Doctors only make money when they work. If they don't make money. This is called a labor income. But now there is something called a system income. A system works itself and makes us money over and over. That is, if we don't make money while sleeping, most of our times will be difficult and unhappy lives. So this Atomy is to create that system income. That's how it readies a retirement plan. Now the national pension would be gradually reduced. They've been talking that almost everything will disappear later on. If income isn't growing as much as prices are going up, then living would be difficult. So we need this kind of system income. We need capital income, not labor income. Capital income is good if we own a building and become a landlord. However, if it's difficult to achieve it, then system income would be the one. The system needs to keep running and generate income to make money. But how are we going to make that happen? If you can start a company, you will get system income when you start a company. All you have to do is make employees work, get paid, and get dividends. But it's so competitive, and this is no longer easy. It's really only extraordinary people who succeed. Now, such companies have grown big, so no matter where we start, unless we have huge capital and push it, it's hard to succeed. However, this Atomy business can be run without capital. In the future, the world is said to be a hyper-connected society. A hyper-connected society. They say that it would be a difficult world to make money without making money through connections. That is, this Atomy is a system that can make money through connection. So please know more about Atomy business. Don't look for roughly. Find out about it as if your life depends on it. So if you go to YouTube, there are tons of videos about Atomy. So you can start this business even if you are really unprepared. And there's something really good about it. The good thing about this is that even if we're not very smart, a smart person can come and work for us. In other businesses, if a boss or a president does stupid things, employees would quit, saying they are fed up. However, this isn't even a business that we pay a salary. Someone smarter than us comes in and takes care of the business. So whether we did it or our partner did it, the income would be the same for us. So if possible, let's not work, okay? Especially those who think that they are a bit slow or didn't do well in school. There should be many. Don't pretend you aren't one of them. So people who fit the description should pay more attention by thinking, this sounds interesting. But those shouldn't be slow either. Here we need to open our ears and glare our eyes now, because even those can succeed. Now, among the people who only graduated from elementary school, there are people who have gone to Royal Masters, Crown Masters, and even Imperial's Imperial. If you are Imperial, you would make $100,000 a month. They'd receive $1 million with a forklift just at the promotion ceremony. Such an amazing situation, even though one's only graduated in elementary school. Some people didn't even go to an elementary school. I ended up in 4th grade. There are people like this. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So in particular, how can such people be successful? It's not that they are successful because they're smart, but people who graduated from graduate school, those who have received a PhD and business planners from big companies came and worked for them. We can also expand overseas. So it doesn't matter if we don't speak a foreign language. So now traveling is a business. Traveling is a business. Everyone. When times change, amazing things happen. So back in the old days when we were living by farming, we had to live with it. If it becomes an industrial society, we have to live in accordance with it. If it becomes an information society, we have to live in accordance with it as well. It's an information society now. So what is an information society? It's important for us to accept and embrace information, and we're passing the information. This is how we get rich. But there are still people who are stuck with the mind of an agricultural society, so they think they have to work hard. It's true that we have to work hard, but we need to be working hard on receiving and spreading the word, not working hard like plowing a field. In an industrial society, there was a time when goods were made well and sold to make money. I mean, there are people who have become wealthy in Korea too. But now it isn't an industrial society. Even the people who run the factory say it's difficult. How profitable would it be to run a factory now? So the way the other people become wealthy is different. The way you get rich is now that we are in an information society. So how fortunate we are to have an era where we can become rich by receiving and spreading information. In an industrial society, one should have studied well. In an agricultural society, one had to be strong. Even if you had a farmland, you couldn't farm if you weren't strong. But in an information society, one doesn't have to be strong. It's okay if we don't study well. Why? This is to connect. We just need to plug it in. It's a plug-in. What I'm talking about is, we don't build the power plant and generate electricity. We just have electricity in the house. And if we just plug in a socket, the light turns on or not. It turns on. It's the same as this one. Hearing this information now, it's the person whose light does not light up in their head. You have to take a log and set it on fire so the fire burns brightly. What kind of electricity comes by just plugging it in? Anyone who thinks like this should have their head remodeled. As long as your head is remodeled, you are ahead of the times. All you have to do is get ahead of those who haven't had their head remodeled. So now, in a way, it's quite fortunate. Why? Even people who can't promote just connect. So when you connected to foreign countries, you don't need to learn every foreign language, but a person who's good at a foreign language becomes connected, and that person connects another and another. so the line spreads all over the world. Most of the people who are in the Royal Club and Crown Club here now have lines extended overseas. But it's not like these people could speak English well and went to a foreign country to do it. There's a person who stretched a line in foreign countries without going abroad. At first, I told Imperial Master Young Suk Kim to go to America. Then she said, "No, Chairman, I don't have a single partner in the United States, so I'm not going there by paying the plane ticket and give a lesson over there. I can't." She disagreed 7 times. So I have stayed up all night 7 times and told her that this had to be done with teamwork by working together. I said, "Go." And she went over. What happened then? When she went there, welcome sponsor, there was a guy who was connected by a directorate level under him saying, "My sponsor is that director." Huh? The director is my partner? So are you my partner? This is how it happened. So anyway, if you understand these things well, you can succeed. It can just change a family motto. Who started first? 50 people, who are now leaders. Seong Shim Kim. The family has 50 people who all do it. It's just that the whole family does it. There's a crown. There are a few royals. And when the family gathers, all the rich get together. Yes, they tell each other to come to their house, and they say that it's their treat when they gather. Once gathered, all the cars are good ones. But if you ask what kind of family it was really all ruined. So that's lucky. It's all ruined, so there's nothing else to do but Atomy. And the whole family has changed. So in an information society, you have to accept information positively. Instead, you have to know how to measure it, whether it conforms to the principles and rules. Oh, if the product I would handle is sent to another person, will this person continue to use it? Or am I going to be blamed? Is the person going to say that person used it once and will never use it again? At first, they said they wouldn't use it, but after trying it out, are they going to keep asking to buy it? We only need to distinguish the difference. But no matter how stupid you are, you can all do it. Do you know whether you should continue to use this toothpaste or not? It's more expensive than the toothpaste I've used before, or cheaper. You know this or not? Even if we didn't go to an elementary school, we know that. I ate Hamohim, and it seems that my body feels a little lighter. I feel less tired. My eyes open a bit more brightly for about an hour in the morning. I mean, even if we didn't go to an elementary school, we all know this. So how fortunate we are to have come to a world where the uneducated can succeed. But here and now, people who are really well educated and who were good at once are joining Atomy these days. Because they receive labor income only while they're working. The retirement plan doesn't work. But Atomy can become a retirement plan and it becomes a global business. Wow, I have to do this. There are people who earn 6-digit annual salary switching to Atomy business. When you change your mind, new opportunities are created. Times are changing now. It's now in transition of COVID-19 era to COVID-19 free era. Those of you who came here for the first time today at this time when Atomy can explode once again, you did well. Those who have just started Atomy are welcome. So check it out and be a success. I'll wrap up the lecture.
Thank you, Chairman Mr. Park Han-gil, for that lecture. And now, let's watch this Get Answer with Zoom Part 2 by Crown Master Sung Shim Kim and Royal Master Young Kyun Lee.
Hello, we are back to cool down your burning questions with another session of Curiosity, Knowledge, Zoom. I'm MC Yoonji Kang. Today, continuing from the previous session, the disciplined man of Atomy, Royal Master Youngkyun Lee, and Atomy's Aurora Queen, Crown Master Songshim Kim, will be joining us for the Q&A session. It's your second time now. How do you feel? I feel a lot more comfortable in this second session. And what about you, Youngkyun Lee?
I feel the same way. I think I am less nervous. I think I'll do better this time.
You were great last time as well. Curiosity, knowledge, Zoom! First question. When trying to turn a consumer into a businessman, he would hesitate by giving various reasons, and eventually the whole thing would fizzle out, which is disappointing. Should I do whatever it takes to make him participate in the seminar, or should I wait? That was the question.
When you talk about a seminar, the person might feel pressured, but Atomy, fortunately, with absolute quality and absolute price, waits for them to let their guard down before introducing a great business opportunity of selling quality products at low prices. First of all, I tell people to focus on introducing the chairman. The responses are usually like this: "He is truly amazing. Are his words true?" Then check it out for yourself. Just say it. Atomy's business is not about selling products or looking for people. It's simply about knowing about Atomy. That's why I tell them to use 90% of their energy on learning about Atomy and use 10% to go around and meet people.
So, Crown Master Songshim Kim, should we make the consumers participate in seminars or wait for them? Well, I think both. Some may be in a difficult situation and can't afford to participate in seminars. In that case, we should wait, and it would be best to accompany them when they are ready. It is not easy to turn a consumer into a businessman. If you really want to turn a consumer into a businessman, wait for the opportunity. In my case, there was a partner who just didn't have the time to go to a seminar. But then one day, he sprained his ankle and could not even walk. Now is the chance. So I took him in my car and went straight to the seminar so he could listen to the chairman's lecture. And what does he do after listening to the chairman's lecture? He starts thinking about the business and also what I told him. That's why he became a royal master and is now on his way to becoming a crown master. Seizing the opportunity and doing everything you can to make the person participate in the seminar is the most important thing. A sponsor who doesn't participate in the system, can we trust and follow him? This is the question. As for me, I ask myself this: who would I be able to call a sponsor? The person who invites you is not a sponsor. The person who selected me quit the business. So this business is... whose business is it? It's mine. I should pick my sponsors, even if my partner doesn't do it, even if my sponsor doesn't do it, for me to go higher because I want to become more successful. The person who joined the system is the sponsor, and not the person who invited me is the sponsor, right? Then, even if the person doesn't join the system, we shouldn't exclude the person. We should simply emulate the good parts. If the person is good at selling products, then learn the ability of selling products well and emulate that person. Another person may not be good at selling products, but participates well in the system. Then you should participate together and share ideas with that person. Everyone has 99% weaknesses, but they all have at least one strong point. So emulate others' strengths in the process of becoming a sponsor.
At Atomy, the chairman says even if there is a sponsor who doesn't follow the system, if you think of the company as the sponsor and follow, you'll succeed. That is the key characteristic of Atomy, so an individual's will is very important. If you look above, there will be a sponsor who follows the system. Ask that sponsor for help, and that sponsor will warmly welcome you and hold your hand. So it may be a bit uncomfortable, but I believe there won't be much difficulty in doing Atomy business. So find a sponsor within the system who is above that person.
So find a sponsor within the system who is above that person. The answer is in following the company system. This time, we will receive the question directly from the questioner and answer the question as well. Hello there. Hello.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Can you briefly introduce yourself?
I am doing Atomy business with great joy in Jinyoung Kim-hae. My name is Diamond Master Yoon Suk-byun.
So, what do you want to know about?
You said that Atomy business doesn't require capital, but any business would require initial funding. So I'd like to know how the successful leaders took care of these initial funding issues.
When I did a karaoke business, I also always thought about this issue. Whatever business you do, you have business expenses. Because of the cost of oil, food, and also, as I was the head of the household, I needed to earn enough to cover our daily expenses. Yes, daily expenses. So how can I cover these costs until I become an auto sales master? So I thought about it hard. We decided to reduce our living expenses to 1 million won per month, and the whole family said, let's tighten our belts. Where can you reduce the expenses the most? Not buying new clothes, not buying too much food, and canceling minor forms of insurance. Canceling insurance. We started to reduce our costs, and for 1 year only spent 1 million won per month on our monthly wage of 2 million won per month. I will make it happen, and that's how I began. Afterward, I joined the system and started the business. Now, as I had planned, I've become a crown master. Since I had the big picture in my mind, I knew about the opportunity costs, and I set my goals accordingly. What about partners who really don't have any money? If you don't have enough money, do what you are capable of. If you can't cover your expenses, just go to areas near your place. Also, if you don't have the money, try to contact people who have the money. Atomy is not a system where you can't succeed because you can't cover your expenses. You can do it. If a partner without money comes into the system, there will be necessary support. Of course. If you really want to do it, I will put down another spoon while I'm eating. You don't have enough products? I'll give you one. You don't have clean clothes? Well, I'll buy you some. That's how I did it. If a person without money joins the system and strives to survive, I'm sure I'll achieve it with a person, not alone. Oh, Royal Master Young-Gyun Lee? How would you answer this question?
Actually, I am the person who succeeded without capital. Well, I lost all credit, all personal connections, and all the money I had. Lost everything. My family even gave up on me. But I was able to succeed even in that situation. If I had a little more money, then my success would have been bigger and faster. I went to the center and they gave me food. I always had 10,000 won in my pocket and would walk around doing business. If travel expenses were high because of having to travel long distance, I would sleep in a sauna. Then I would go to the center in the morning to get breakfast. I would have a row of kimbap, but that did not make me sad. That's because I knew what my future would be like. That is why you should have a vision in order to make that investment. That is why businessmen doing Atomy should study together to set their destinations.
Even without capital, you can succeed. And if you have an initial funding, then it'll be easier to do business. This is the Atomy system, right? Questioner, did that answer your question?
Yes, I will try to reduce my expenses as much as possible and become a leader that marches toward a vision. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. We will cheer you on to your success. My partner hit a slump, so I wish to fill him with courage and confidence. What should I say or do for him? This is the question. In my case, my partner, who is now a Star Master, had a similar problem. He had been working for quite a while and couldn't become an auto sales master, so he consulted me and asked me, should I do this business as a part-time job? If I failed to persuade him at the time, he wouldn't have been able to earn more than 10 million Korean won as he does now. If you give up because it's tough now and switch to part-time, after 5 years, you will continue to do the same job. It's tough, but if you endure a bit more, you can become an auto sales master. You can endure, can't you? This is what I said to him. He still talks about it. If Royal Master Sungshim Kim didn't persuade me back then I wouldn't have made it this far. Anyone can hit a slump. I was like that too. Even for me, since people all think differently, there were many conflicts, and I kept thinking, what should I do? So I hit a slump too. If it weren't for the sponsor, I would have lost the battle with myself. But if there is someone helping you get up, if someone holds your hand, then you can be lifted up. That is why when your partner hits a slump, the sponsor must be there for him. Yes, so the leader should be there for them. Royal Master Young-Gyun Lee, how would you answer this question?
Slump. Yes, there are people who hit a slump like that doing this business. At first it seems easy, and then you hit a wall. In the relationship between a sponsor and a partner, there is a lack of communication, and that is why you can't see the vision. That is why if someone hits a slump, that person needs consultation. That is why you have consultation in the 8 steps to success. As mentioned before, if you don't have a mentor or a sponsor you can consult with, then you won't be able to overcome it. When you meet a sponsor, I had a worse slump than you did, but then I was able to overcome it, and here I am now. They can give you hope through these words. and also help accurately diagnose the real cause. And despite it, if you explain to them why they should do this, they will muster up the strength to do it again. Smooth communication between the sponsor and partner is of the utmost importance.
My sponsor gave me an opinion, but I'm not sure about it. I want to invite more people, but the sponsor says those with a bad attitude ruin the whole atmosphere, so it's better not to invite. Do you think I should do what the sponsor says? I would like to know. So, that is the question. So, Atomy is where various people gather and do business together. Yeah. So, if a person starts listening to lectures at Atomy, that person will gradually change and become atomized. That is why if the person who was invited is not the right person, then the next person could be the right person. Even the person who invited me contacted another person like me who had the potential to become a crown master. That is why it is important to invite many different people. Trust that the next person is the right person. And if you do so consistently, that person will also change. And there will be many more afterwards who have great potential and abilities.
You have to learn as fast as possible that not everyone thinks like you. In the past, I used to think, how can a person have such negative attitudes? How can a person only do the things that I hate? But what I learned from a book is that person is born that way. That's what the book said. That is why I am grateful that my attitude is not bad. And then you start to think, why is this person born with such a negative attitude? How can I help him? This is what you will start to wonder. Some say that Atomy is a training ground for love. When the love is completed, it also completes the financial parts. I totally agree with this saying. That is why you should love all. Those that you have a difficult time with, those with negative attitudes. Loving them all is the secret to success at Atomy. How long can I tolerate them? It would be nice to test how long you can embrace and tolerate these people.
Yes. When I started Atomy, with the help of my sponsor, I had about 50 people join, left and right. At first, members purchased products and showed passion, but now they don't make orders and don't even answer my calls. What should I do? This is the question.
Wow, that's amazing.
That's right.
So that means you made 50 people join, but now the members don't make any orders and don't even call you. Why would this be so?
That's amazing.
If you really know Atomy's products, you can't resist using them. Finding these people, and rather than explaining about the ingredients, let them know about the company called Atomy. Atomy that you can trust and use. For businessmen, it's about becoming an Atomy that you can trust and do. So it is important to continuously manage them. Making more people join doesn't mean you are already successful, but since you have a foundation of 50 people, there is a higher possibility of finding people who could share the same vision for the business. So you need to go through the list to find out why they stopped using the products. Also, why have they lost interest in the business? If you start asking these questions, you'll get good results.
That happened to me a lot, too. At the beginning, your friends and relatives register as members and buy the products. So that's why you can have 50 people signing up as members. But if you had 50 people, then there should have been at least one person who starts an Atomy business, or at least becomes a consumer. For example, when a person joined, maybe there wasn't thorough follow-up care. Think about this issue. And maybe you weren't passionate about the product. If you delivered the products with excitement and made these people make additional purchases by themselves, then what I believe is that there should have been repurchases. So from now on, make phone calls diligently. Send them information about the products and get them interested in the products. This is what you should do. I believe that legwork always pays off. So do as much legwork as you can.
That's right.
I like helping people, so I sponsor products. And for those who have difficulty using smartphones, I help them out myself. But the problem is that at some point, they take this for granted. What should I do? This is the question. There are many people who are like that. But if they are young, they can always do it by themselves once they have learned it. But if they are older than you, like in their 70s, you will have to hang in there until you have a partner, because they might have a son, right? So it is like creating a connection in a search for your partner. Afterwards, the partner can do this job. Because if the sponsor asks the partner to order some products in the product field, they will gladly do it. right? Because they can get allowances for doing so. So hang in there until you find a young person who can do the job well. If you don't give up and keep on sponsoring, something much better will come your way. What about you, Young-Gyun Lee?
That's right. I think this person has every sort of qualification necessary to be successful in Atomy. He should be grateful. If the person asking for help is an old person, then a young person will be coming soon. So the person won't have to work for a long time. We should never give up on anyone. Then you could find a person connected to the person you are helping. This person might not even need your help in doing these jobs. We have seen many cases like this before, right? That's why we should wait patiently. You can continue until the next partner fills in your role. Also, there's a chance to gain a tremendous trust from that person. One day he will not take it for granted and say, "Thank you very much for your help." This day will come. So if you just continue and wait until they say it, you'll certainly get good results.
Crown Master Sungshim Kim and Royal Master Young-Gyun Lee answered many questions today during the Q&A session. Are there any last words that you would like to say? If you hold on to the vision and continue to take on challenges, I am certain that all of you will be successful. Be successful!
At Atomy, we have many different people, and that's why there may be many problems. If there is a problem, you should solve it with your sponsor and the company. Just look forward to your success and keep on marching forward.
Curiosity, knowledge, zoom! How was the session? Did you get answers to your questions? In the next video, we will again prepare cool answers to your burning questions. So stay tuned and see you in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you, Crown Master Sungshim Kim and Royal Master Young-Gyun Lee. Before we end, please be reminded of these announcements. Morning meeting from Monday and Wednesday at 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. and Catching Success online every Tuesday at 2 p.m. live via our YouTube channel at Atomy Ariul Marikina Aja Center. And one-day seminar every Thursday at 1 p.m. live via YouTube channel of Atomy Philippines Official and Facebook page of Atomy PH_official. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Atomy Ariul Marikina Aja Center and click the notification bell. As we end, let us remind ourselves the principle we uphold here in Atomy by reciting our company motto. Ready, position, please. Yup. Company motto, go. Cherish the spirit. Create the vision. Follow the faith. Serve in humility. Aja, Aja, Aja.